Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Michaela and I'm going to do with you a very special top. I will create a collection for my swimwear business, activewear business. I will create a collection for pole dancing. So yeah, this top can be used as well in the gym as well for pole dancing. I'm so excited to do it. Just to give you an idea, so these two pieces are my front pieces and they will have these little straps connected like that, like this, right? And I have here a lower band as well, which obviously will be folded in two. This is my back piece, and as well these are my two shoulder pieces, which they will be folded in two as well, and they will be attached in the back. So this what I've used here, it's small straps from a spaghetti strap. I cut them 5 centimeters apart, well, 5 centimeters each. So we're going to get started, and first what we will do will be actually, well, placing the lycra on top of the lining. As you see, I'm using actually real lining, but I'm going to show you all these steps for this top to be reversible in case you would like to make it reversible. And actually, I don't know if you noticed, if you've seen it already, I went ahead and I marked with chalk where my straps would be. In case that they will be gone away, I will obviously mark them again. So what I will be doing, actually, I'm going to pin just under the arm area and really this small bit on the neck area. So I'm pinning here. I will be showing you the steps I'm going to do. Okay, so yeah, pinning. So as you can see, I'm pinning just the neck area and on the arm area. I'll be doing this for both sides, yes. And next I will be serging or zigzag stitch. In case you don't have an overlocker machine, you can do it with a zigzag stitch. I recommend adding elastic 6 millimeters width. I have latex elastic, like this is rubber elastic, 6 millimeters, like really great, perfect for swimwear. So this will be done for the front side, and for the back side the same. I will be placing the lycra on top of the lining, and I will be pinning just the upper part. And actually I will be marking right now, I will be marking the center of my top, because this is where I want the bands to come. So I make like a small mark. So this is the band. Here will be the band, and here will be introduced the band. So I mark it already, so I leave it unstitched, or you can also stitch it and then rip the seams as you prefer. I prefer to actually sew all along and then rip the stitches apart. Perhaps it's just me, I don't know, but yeah, I will be pinning all just the upper part of my back piece. You don't need to do the lower part yet, because we will be attaching the band. So I'll be showing you how I'm attaching the the band. The band, I've cut it 9 centimeters width. If you wish, you can cut it a little bit thinner. I've cut it 9 centimeters. I like it a little thicker. Perhaps, well, for me it doesn't look like really thick, but yeah, if you want, you can cut it 7 centimeters if you want it thinner. And as well, you can add elastic. This time I will not be adding elastic as I want to be quite loose, but I've did lots of videos where I'm adding elastic to my lower band, the Paola twisted top and Racer's back top. I don't remember right now the name, I'm so sorry, but yeah, I did show a lot of times how I'm adding the elastic to the band. In case you want, just please go ahead and have a look to these videos. And this is my shoulder stops, my shoulder straps, sorry, which the same, I'm folding them in two and I will be serging them. And the same, if you wish, you can add elastic. If you want to add elastic, then what I usually do, I actually serge it like this, and next I'm turning it on the right side of the fabric and introducing the elastic through it. This is how I usually do it. Well, the same, since I want it to be quite loose, right? I will not be adding elastic, but like I said, if you wish to add elastic for more support or anything, you can just do what I've indicated you to do, practically just serging it, and then when you turn it on the right side, you pull through the elastic, so you pull it through inside. So I will be going ahead and serging these bits. I'm not adding elastic. And for my waistband, I'll be waist under bust band, I will be actually just folding it in two like this. Why? Because actually the step which I'm using, it's actually the same step what I'm using actually when I'm adding elastic, but except the part where I'm actually sewing the elastic on top of the band. So I'm just closing this bit in, doing the shoulder straps, upper part, and both front pieces, the neck area and the underarm area. Okay, so here I am. I'm very quickly back. I wanted to show you actually, well, just how I am adding elastic. So as you can see, I have a guiding foot, right, which makes all the process so much easier. If you don't, then you can always guide it by hand. So of course this would be a little slower. And also what I wanted to say, actually, so sorry. What I wanted to say that I'm cutting the elastic around here, so I don't sew the elastic all the way up, because I don't want to be bulking up when I'm sewing the strap. I don't want it to be very thick, right? So I do a few stitches and then I'm introducing the elastic. All right. So you see, even sometimes my guide is slightly sliding away. So the same on this bit, I'm already cutting the elastic for the same reason. I don't want it to be too bulky, because here I'm going to introduce my my straps. So yeah, I wanted that it has enough place, right? So I'll be doing the same thing, so you can see once again. I hope I'm not getting too close. That's my usual problem, I'm getting too close to my sew machines. So the same, I'm adding the elastic, like I said, I'm serging all the way through, and then I'm seam ripping it. I'm just checking my thread since my cats enjoy very much eating the threads. So the same, I go ahead and I already cut. I didn't pin this part, so I will pin it off camera. And for this, I'm not adding any elastic. I just go ahead and I do. And what I wanted to say, one more thing. I wanted to say, like, if you do decide to make your top reversible and your fabric is sliding away, I recommend you doing first a basting stitch. And I said it about 1,000,000 times by now. A basting stitch is just a straight stitch with your normal sew machine. It's just a straight stitch with your normal sew machine, but it helps you to hold the fabrics together. So I go ahead and I'm doing this other bit off camera and my other front piece, and then I'm coming back. Okay, so I've done already my two front pieces. This is my band piece. I'm going to set it aside because I'm not going to use it just now. So these are my two front pieces, and this is my shoulder piece, shoulder band, sorry. And I'm turning them on the right side, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do like a straight stitch over so the fabric is not moving. Since I'm not doing a reversible, I don't want my seam to be seen to the side, so I prefer it to have it like that in the middle, all the way in the back. So I will be doing a straight stitch over like that, in having the seam in the middle on the both front pieces, right? Sorry, on the both shoulder straps. It's quite late here in Spain, so okay, that's it. And actually now on one of the front pieces, I'm going ahead and I'm introducing it into my front piece like that. Right, that's one, and I'm pinning them. If you have these little pins, they are really, really useful. So you see, I'm seeing actually where is my mark. So I'm introducing it and pinning it as well. So yeah, this step it's a little slower, as you can see, but nevertheless, to obtain a very nice professional look, you have to take your time. Okay, so yeah, the strap is here. That's more to go. All right. Like, if there is any better way how to do it, well, you can go ahead and do it. This is my way of doing it, of course. And yeah, I will be doing this step with you so you see how is it going, right? We will be doing it just on one side. So my sew machine is a really non-fussy machine. It's a Singer heavy duty 4432. It's like so good. Like, I'm not making any publicity, but I have it for about 5 years now. Okay, I have it on the longest stitched length. And actually, I didn't mean to, to do a zigzag stitch. I wanted to do just a straight stitch. So I'm doing a wide, a long straight stitch. Sorry, this is what I wanted to say. And I'm just getting it a little bit out. And very important, when I'm actually getting there, I'm holding it with my finger until the presser foot actually receives it under. So yeah, you have to be quite careful, right? That your finger is not trapped in between or anything like that. All right. Okay, this is one side. Next, what I'm going to do actually, and if you don't have an overlock machine, then you should go once again with a zigzag stitch over this bit. You do not need to add elastic, but if you wish, you can. It's like it's going to give a better hold to your straps. I'm not adding any elastic. I will just go ahead and serge it. Okay, and this is already one front piece almost done. Okay, and now we're going to go to the shoulder, so you can see what I've actually meant with straight stitch. So I'm just doing a straight stitch over, just like that. I'll be doing on both up and down, since I will be needing it straight for both my front piece and my back piece. So then this step is done. So next, what I'm going to do, I'm going to introduce my strap into my front piece. And if you have a safety pin, yay, here it is. If you have a safety pin, right? So this is going to be my front piece, right? So I'm introducing it like that. I'm holding the safety pin like this, and I go inside and I keep holding it just like the way I've put it in, like this, and I'm pulling it out. And now I will be doing a straight stitch over, making sure that I'm getting really good the edges, so I don't have a one side unequal than the other, right? So you can just do this. You have a few margin of the seam allowance, so that's not a problem. You don't need to go very extreme. So yeah, first I do this one straight stitch, and now I'm shortening my stitch. Okay, so I've shortened my stitch, and I will be trimming the excess. You can go as close as you want, but just make sure, obviously, that you're not cutting into, right? Okay, so next thing which I will be doing, let me check, I'm still recording, yes. Next thing which I will be doing, I'm ready to turn it on the right side. And look how beautiful this seam looks, right? And my little straps, which they are really looking as well nice. Okay, so I've turned it into the right side, And now I will be connecting it with my back piece, right? So I'm going to stand up, right? So this would be like it would be the continuation, right? Let's call it like that. The front with the back. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to unfold it and then place lycra with lycra and lining with lining. I'm going to, well, pin it or clip it like this. So yeah, I wanted very much to do this top with a lining so you can see it very good. As I didn't decide for a reversible color, I just went ahead and I took lining. So yeah, I've pinned it, obviously right side of the fabric together, and now I'm going ahead and I will be serging it. Like I said, if you need to do the basting stitch, you can go and do the basting stitch. I sew quite often, so I don't need to do the basting stitch, but I did do a lot of basting stitches in my life. So if you feel unsure, this step is like really important because you want to match, very important, you want to match your seams together. So you should go quite slow over there. I am pinned it, so I am holding the fabrics together. It's much comfortable for me. Okay, here is, I didn't match my seams. I feel it already. Oh, terrible, silly me. But yeah, you see, this is the reason why you should match. You should use the basting stitch so you can match your seams. But since this is just a tester for me, it's not a problem. Okay, now next step will be, actually I'm going to go ahead off camera and I'm going to sew this bit of the shoulder. I'm going to have it sewn, right? And then what I will be doing, I'm going to fold this little bit so it's not like really bulky, right? And what I'm going to do, I'm going to introduce my top like this inside of the other one, like here, and I'm going to kind of like sandwich it, but you have to make sure, and I realized I should have marked on this side, so I'm actually doing it right now while I'm talking to you. Okay, so I've marked my my straps where they should go. So what you have to do is actually have the straps in the area where you need to. So you sandwich it like this, and you will be having the straps like this, and make sure that you're having them on the right side like this, that you're not twisting them inside. So you'll be sandwiching like that, and then do a straight stitch, then the zigzag stitch like we did before, and the shoulder I would have done it already before. Once I'm done, I will be continuing with my other back piece, because you see this bit, I'm purposely leaving it open, right? So it doesn't bother me when I need to sandwich everything, right? Then we will do together this back piece, but it's so easy, right? So I'll be doing this off camera because I want to first do my shoulder, and then I will be showing it to you if you, well, the last bit where I'm actually sewing this part if you want to. All right, so I'm back I've sandwiched, like I told you, I did my shoulder bit already, and I've sandwiched, like I told you, my my other front piece, and I've connected already all the little straps. And now I will be doing it the straight stitch with you, so you can see it's practically just the same like the other side, but in case you want to see the repeat. So the same, I'm holding it with my finger when I'm getting to the thing. Okay. And the last, I'm now trimming the little parts which they're coming out. Here I think I did a little mistake, because you see I didn't really sew very straight this part, but when it will be all right, when I will serge it, I will make sure that it's coming straight. Is this one. Okay, straps sewn, and I'm really getting very exciting. Okay, I will be turning my top now on both right sides. Okay, look at this, looks so amazing. Nice. Okay, and now we will be connecting the other part of the back piece, right? Just like this. You see, I actually just went around like it would be normal, right? Like would be already sewn. And I'm unfolding it unfolding it. And I'm going to be very careful this time. So I'm lining my beads quite well. And I will be doing a basting stitch, so I'm not making any errors this time. All right, here we go. As I said, having a basting stitch is really important. And you see here, what I did now, I made sure that I lined up my seams together. I know for sure it's already lined up because I feel it with my finger, and I'm going ahead and I'm going to do the same thing with my serger. Okay, back pieces as well sewn, and you see perfect lining. Okay, so we've got back piece. Last, what we are going to do before adding the band, I'm going to unfold it, right, and try to see. Yes, I can still see them. And let me check, where is my seam ripper? Okay, so I'm going to seam rip this bit here, here, and here. I'm going to seam rip it just like this, and then I'm going to introduce my back band inside, my shoulder band inside in my back piece. All right, so the elastic, I'm not going to cut it. Instead, I'm going to make sure that I'm serging over the elastic so it's holding everything better. Okay, so once you've seam rip it and you have the hole in the back, the easiest and the obviously the easiest way is to introduce it like this, like this. Okay, once you've introduced it, you have to hold it with your finger like I'm doing right now. Yes, and make sure that you are lining the band with I'm going to seam rip just tiny bit apart because I feel like it's not enough. So I'm going to get this bit out. Okay. So this is one side and I'm lining it already. And I'm pinning it with my like that. And my other one came out. So I have to be very careful the way I'll be introducing it, the same way like before, like that. And the same, I'll be lining in it. Pinning. Okay, everything is ready. And what I'm going to do in this case, I'm going to do a zigzag stitch because I want that my obviously my stitch it's still elastic, so I'm going to do a zigzag stitch over, and then I'm going to go and serge it with my serger also, of course. That's it. Okay, now I'm trimming before I'm going to trim the excess fabric, and in the same time I'm checking whether my lining is also sewn well. Yes, it is. And I go ahead and I serge it. Say hello to Minnie. Minnie! Okay, pants are sewn. Almost there, you guys. I'm so excited already by it. So next, what I'm going to do, besides cleaning my table, which makes me very nervous, I'm going to go ahead and do a straight stitch all around this part because I want my fabrics to be perfectly lined together for the moment when I'm going to attach the band, right? So if you want to pin it first, you can go ahead. Like I said, my fabrics are actually not very slippery, so I just go ahead. This is a binding stitch, and I'll be showing you how I'm also doing what I'm doing after doing the binding stitch. Okay, since I needed this to hold my fabrics together, but I know that doing this straight stitch it's not allowing me to have a lot of elasticity. Well, you can either stretch it and rip it off, or this is my other cat, Sunny. Hey. Yes, I'm a mama, a kitty mama. So yeah, I'm going ahead and I'm making these little snips in the thread because I don't like too much the idea of overstretching the fabric, and I don't like, well, that I don't like the idea of overstretching the fabric to rip the little basting stitch. So I prefer to cut it off. Okay, here doesn't matter. All right, now this is the last step, and I'm realizing, just give me a second to see where's my band. Okay, found my band and I'm ready to rock. First, I'm going to mark my other half of my band, just like that, and I'm going to turn the band on the right side of the fabric, wrong side of the fabric, and I'm going to introduce it in the top. And the first things I'm going to do is line the middle from here, what I've marked. I'm going to line it, and I'm going to line the other part, so the same with the same. And for the rest, I'm going to pin it like this. And I'm thinking whether this stuff is actually doable to be done reversible, since the band might create a bit of an issue actually. But I'm thinking of the way of doing it. Okay, almost done. So I've pinned my band, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to serge it all around. Okay, so if you don't have a serger, you can just do the zigzag stitch, absolutely the same. So yeah, I will be seeing you after the serging. Okay, so I've serged this bit, right, like that. Going to trim these little threads, and next what I'm going to do is serge this edge as well. So you can either serge it or you can zigzag stitch it. You just want to kind of like have the edge a little thicker. Okay, this is done, and I'm going to explain you the next step. So as you see, I serged it. Why? Because I will be turning it on the wrong side of the fabric, and we will be okay. So I folded in my bands together, and actually I'm going to work on the wrong side of the fabric, on the lining side of the fabric. I'm doing a zigzag stitch, and I will be explaining you why. It's because of the folding, right? It's because I want my seams to be hidden. Of course, you can always trim little parts, but yeah, since it's I need to have visually the folding, I'm working on this side. So with one hand, I'm just going like that over my other stitch, like this. And I'm slowly unpinning whatever I've been pinning. Like that. And you see here, it's very important that you check that your bit part is folded well. The center part, sorry. I'm losing my words. Okay. And I actually forgot to tell you that I'm also checking whether my fabric is not like bulking underneath. On this side, you know, I'm like slightly pulling it. Okay. Like this. This step I usually do it with my cover stitch, but I wanted to show you another way of doing it by zigzag stitching it. As the result should be exactly the same with the cover stitch. Well, actually with the cover stitch you cannot do it reversible, so that's that. Oh, I rushed. Okay, here we are. Let's turn this beauty on the right side and look how beautiful everything looks. I'm so excited for it. Right. So this is my top. I can't wait to try it. I see here that my band got a little bit twisted, but no problem. When you will be wearing it, it's almost not very visible since it will stretch on your body. It looks absolutely amazing. Happy sewing!